This may seem like a really simple topic, a really simple video, a bit easier than my usual upper intermediate to advanced videos, but I see this mistake all the time amongst all of my students. Many people make this mistake in a lot of their sentences regardless of their English speaking level. Maybe you make the mistake as well and you just don't realize it. Ask yourself now, which one of these is correct? The turtle is slow, or the turtle is moving slowly? Okay, that's not really fair of me. It was a trick question. They are both correct, as one is being used as an adjective and one is being used as an adverb. But do you know which is which? And do you know why? Hi, my name is Catherine. I'm a business English teacher helping you to reach your business English and professional English goals. So subscribe if you have not already, and let's get straight into the video. Now, adding the ly suffix. A suffix is the ending of a word and a prefix or prefix is the beginning of the word. So adding the ly suffix to the end of an adjective makes it an adverb. But how do you use that in a sentence? Or how do you identify when to use it in a sentence? Well, the key point is, are you describing something, a person, an object, an idea, a thing? Or are you using it to describe an action, a behavior, a feeling? Look at these two sentences. The movie was terrible. The movie was terribly boring. The first one, I am using terrible as an adjective, which describes a thing. In this case, I am describing the movie. The movie, the object of the sentence, the movie was terrible. Terrible being the adjective. The second one, I am using terribly as an adverb, meaning a description of a verb, a description of a doing word. So in this case, describing the action of the movie playing, the time spent watching the movie, the behavior, the action, rather than the object itself. Now, I often see this mistake with clear and clearly. So let's use a business English example for these. The presentation was very clearly, I understood everything. Now, of course, this is wrong, because I am describing the presentation, which is an object, not an action. So I'm not describing how the presentation was carried out, I'm describing the presentation itself. So this should be, the presentation was very clear, I understood everything. Or let's use it as an adverb. So the word clear being used to describe an action, it would be, I understood everything in the presentation clearly. The action of understanding, your understanding of. So another example, correct becomes correctly. Correct is the adjective. The answer is correct. So the answer is the object of the sentence and it is correct. You answered correctly. Your answer, you're answering, the action of answering a question was correct. So we're describing a verb, a doing word. So we have to use an adverb, correctly. The answer is correct versus you answered correctly. One more. My colleague completes his work incredibly slowly. The action of the work being completed is slow, slowly. An adverb. My colleague is very slow at completing his work. My colleague is slow. The work is slow. The objects in this sentence are being described rather than the action of doing the work. Try it yourself. Try to come up with a couple of sentences that use an adjective and then change that word to become an adverb. Be sure to notice whether you are focusing on the action or the object of the sentence. I will leave some blank sentences in the comments as well as a starting point, so feel free to answer those and I will let you know if you're correct or incorrect and let me know how you get on. Now, the only thing to note here is that when you write these words down, there are a couple of exceptions in the spelling of the word, which of course affects the pronunciation as well. So if a word, an adjective, ends in a Y, we need to remove the Y and add I before the ly suffix. So funny becomes funnily. The children danced funnily. The dancing was funny. Merry becomes merrily. Merrily. We drank our hot chocolate merrily. The atmosphere was merry. Angry becomes angrily. Angrily. I finished my house chores angrily. He was angry. If the word as an adjective ends in an LE ending, we remove the LE and we add an LY. So humble becomes humbly. He was humble. He accepted the bachelor's degree humbly from the professor. Adorable becomes adorably. The cat was adorable. The cat adorably jumped over the rabbit. So as we come to the end of this video, I want to recap. Any word with an ly suffix, an ly ending, becomes an adverb, meaning it is describing the action in the sentence, not the objects in the sentence. I hope you have happily watched and learned something from this video. And anytime we use the adjective, we are describing the thing, the item. I hope you were happy watching the video. The item in the sentence being you, the viewer, the subject of the sentence. The biggest mistake, as I said, that I notice is with clear and clearly. So teach yourself a few phrases where you are using both of these correctly, and hopefully that helps you move forward in a positive and more fluent way. Thank you for being here. Very quick video today. I will see you next time. Have a fantastic week. Goodbye.